Hello, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing the much requested pelvic floor strengthening class. So I have 2 pelvic floor release routines already on this channel. People seem to love them. I love those routines as well. I will link them in the description box below and on the screen here in the cards of the video. Before we get started, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming yoga classes here and other yoga content that I share on this channel. So if you're ready, grab your yoga mat and let's get started. Begin by lying flat on the ground. Bend your legs and bring your feet flat on the floor. Walk your heels in towards your glutes, point your knees upwards. Place your hands down by your sides, palms flat on the floor. We'll begin by doing Kegel exercises. If you're unfamiliar, this is the squeezing and releasing of the muscles at the bottom of your pelvis. So it's similar to the feeling when you're trying to hold your urine in and prevent yourself from releasing and going to the bathroom. So it's those muscles there. So you're squeezing those and releasing them. It's almost like a pulse. So squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. And the reason why I don't look like I'm moving here is because it's very subtle, this movement. So it's very undetectable by just looking at someone who's doing them. So you're going to repeat this for about 30 repetitions here, breathing deeply through the nose as you're pulsing to squeeze the muscles and release. Squeeze and release. Once you've come to about 30, come to stillness. We'll begin our pelvic tilts. Curl the pubic bone upward towards your ribs, and this lifts the glutes off the ground, and then release them down. In the same way you did the Kegels, pulsing up and down, keeping the rest of your body stable. Do this about 14 to 16 repetitions. Okay, come to stillness and take hold of a yoga block. You can also use a pillow or a bolster or whatever you have on hand, a folded blanket, something to squeeze in between your legs that keeps your knees at about hips distance apart. Once you have your prop in between your knees, keeping your body where it was before with your feet flat on the floor, palms flat on the floor. We're going to lift the pelvis all the way up, bringing your body into a diagonal line, and then lower it down. We're pulsing here as well, up and down, up and down. Do this about 8 to 10 repetitions. And on the final one, you'll come to hold your bridge pose here. So keeping your hips up. Okay, your hips are raised here on your final repetition. And then from here, we'll slowly engage the abdominal muscles and the pelvic muscles and straighten the left leg, flexing the left foot. You may be a bit wobbly here if you're weaker in this area. So just be patient with yourself. If you need to come back into the pose after falling out of it, it's totally fine. Slowly release the foot down and switch sides, lifting the right foot up, straightening that leg. Try and keep your hips raised and keeping the body in a straight diagonal line. Flexing the right foot, hold here. Gently release the foot down, release the pelvis back down onto the floor, and remove your block from your knees. From here, straighten the legs all the way up towards the ceiling, flexing the feet, and have the bottoms of your feet facing the ceiling. We'll come to lifting the legs up and gently lowering them down. So your glutes and lower back are gently lifted off the ground when your legs are reaching up. And then you're gently, with control, bringing the legs back down to the ground. Do this about 10 to 15 repetitions, pulsing once again up and down, up and down. And slowly come to stillness. Bend your legs, bringing them down to the ground, and slowly make your way up to a hands and knees position. We'll take a tricky cat. Knees are directly under the hips, hands are directly under the shoulders. Straighten your right leg out behind you, flex the right foot, and have your toes facing the ground, heel facing the ceiling. When you're ready, engage your abdominals and your core muscles and lift the left arm out in front of you. Have your palm facing the center line of your body and reach the fingertips out in front of you and reach the heel back behind you in opposite directions. Hold here, breathing deeply. Gently bring everything down to the ground and switch sides. First, start with the leg, raising the left leg up, flex the foot, toes are facing the ceiling. When you're ready, raise your right arm out in front of you, palm facing the center line of your body, energy moving outwards from your fingertips and moving back from your heel. Hold here, breathing deeply. Gently set the knee down, set the hand down onto the ground. And once again, raise the right leg up behind you. Keep the leg bent this time, flexing the right foot. We'll be pulsing using the glute muscles and lifting the bottom of the foot up towards the ceiling, pulsing it up and down, engaging the glutes and the hamstrings here. We'll repeat this about 10 to 15 repetitions on the right side. Gently set the knee down and switch sides, lifting the left leg up. Once again, bend the leg, flex the foot, and have the bottom of your left foot facing the ceiling. From here, gently press that foot up towards the ceiling, engaging the glutes and the hamstrings on the left side, pulsing it up and down, up and down. We'll do this once again on the left for about 10 to 15 repetitions. Gently set the foot down. Step one foot back at a time into a plank pose, and we're going to hold our plank, keeping your body in one straight line from your head all the way down your body to your heels, and hold. And gently bring the knees down to the ground. Touch your big toes together behind you and separate your knees a little wider than you normally would for child's pose, about the width of your yoga mat. And then drop your torso down, bring your forehead to the ground, and reach your arms out in front of you. Relax here in your wide-legged child's pose, breathing deeply through the nose. Slowly make your way up and come to lying on your back once again. From here, we'll take our final pose of the class. Take your yoga blocks. You don't need yoga blocks for this, but it is nice to make the stretch a little less intense on the inner thighs, depending on your flexibility. So if you don't have yoga blocks and want to have props under your knees, as I'm doing here, feel free to use pillows, folded blankets, or towels, or whatever you have on hand. Once you're settled, place your feet together, knees out to the side, resting on your props. Palms are on your lower abdominals, elbows on the ground. Close your eyes, deepen your breath. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose, coming inward and focusing on your inhales and exhales. Bring some gentle and slight motion back into your body and gently move the props to the side and help your legs in towards each other. Roll to the right side of your body and rest there with your arm under your head. Use your hands to help you come up to a seated cross-legged position, crossing your shins. Flex your feet under your knees and bring your hands to your legs. Sit up tall, close your eyes, deepen your breath once again.
And bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest. Bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this class. If you would like to head on over to the pelvic floor stretches, once again, I linked them in the description box below. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Also, leave me a comment. I always love to hear from you. I would also love it if you went over to my Instagram at ChriskaYoga and followed me over there. Also, don't forget to check out my website, ChriskaYoga.com. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you next time.